I remember one day, it was just around Christmas time, and I went home from school. Just before I went home, actually, I WhatsApped my cousin. She lives in England, and we were having a conversation, and one thing led to the next. I just felt the urge or the inclination to just tell her, hey, I kind of have a little story for you. She was like, go ahead. And then I kind of just came out to her that, listen, I think I probably might be bisexual. And right away, she just clocked me. She was like, no, bitch, you're not bisexual. You're gay. And then we just kind of had a bonding moment because she was like, we always knew. We were just kind of, well, she was just kind of waiting for me to be comfortable in my skin. And she kind of asked me what I wanted to do, or wanted her to do with the information. And I told her that I'm a little bit too scared to tell everybody. So I was really hoping that she would just kind of help me, like, hold my hands and just help to tell everybody in my family. And she was like, sure. Who would you like me to tell first? And I kind of said if she could tell her dad, because I know that if I had my uncle's approval, then I pretty much had everybody's approval. That very same year, it's just around about Christmas time, my uncle came to Jamaica, and he sat me down and he had a discussion with me. He was like, we kind of always knew, but we were just waiting for you to be comfortable in your skin and be comfortable with who you are. And he asked me what I would like him to do, if I wanted to come out to everyone, or if I just wanted him to just hold that as a secret between us. And I was like, no, I'm kind of mentally preparing myself to just accept who I am, really, and to just move on, just cross this bridge. So he was like, okay, perfect. This is the perfect opportunity because all my family members pretty much were coming to Jamaica to converge in one space. So he was like, perfect, we could just use the opportunity to tell everyone, which he did. So I remember one evening, that very same evening actually, he was downstairs and he kind of had everybody in one space and he was kind of like telling them the story, but I was upstairs kind of packing my stuff. And while I was packing my bags, I was thinking to myself, what exactly are you doing? You're just in your first year and you're just in the process of coming out to your family. Like, who is going to pay for second and third year? Who is going to pay for normal? Who's going to pay for everything? You're probably going to have to do this yourself. I'm from a very strict Seventh-day Adventist background, and everybody knows they preach sexual purity. You can't even masturbate. There's other things you can't do. And my family, before, they were very homophobic, and the things that they would say really scared me. But in that moment, leading up to that point, I just felt like a superhuman because I was seeing the work that J Flag has been doing. I was like, yes, I'm ready for this, I'm ready to come out. This meeting lasted for about like 48 hours. It was very long. I didn't know at that moment why it felt so long, but I remember I had all my stuff packed and I was kind of dressed, waiting, because I was just wondering if they're going to tell me that listen, probably need to go. It was very emotional for me because I was thinking that they're going to react very negatively towards it. But it actually turned out that they were not really 100% accepting, but they were tolerant of my sexuality. Things actually turned out very well for me because now my family, they're very accepting of my sexuality. So they are a very big support system for me today. I really do love my family, like the originals. Family is everything for me. They're my biggest support system, and my friends are also my biggest support system.